Have you ever caught yourself talking to yourself? Maybe while looking for your keys, maybe before an important meeting, or maybe after making a mistake and saying, "Seriously? What was I thinking?" For a split second, you realize what you're doing, and then a strange thought appears. Wait, is this normal? The answer might surprise you, because talking to yourself is far more common than most people realize. And in many cases, it can actually be good for you. Almost everyone does it. Most people imagine self-talk as someone standing alone in a room having a full conversation. But self-talk is much broader than that. It's the voice in your head planning your day. It's rehearsing what you're going to say before a difficult conversation. It's reminding yourself not to forget something important. In fact, psychologists believe almost everyone engages in some form of self-talk every single day. The difference is that most of it happens automatically. Your inner voice started in childhood. Believe it or not, talking to yourself is something many of us learned as children. If you've ever watched a young child play, you've probably noticed they often narrate what they're doing out loud. "I'm building a tower. Now the dragon goes here. Oh no, it fell down." Psychologists believe this kind of self-talk helps children learn how to organize thoughts, manage emotions, and solve problems. As we grow older, that voice usually moves inside our heads, but it never really disappears. Self-talk helps you think. Your inner voice isn't just background noise. It's one of the tools your brain uses to process information. When you're planning something, making decisions, or working through a problem, self-talk helps organize your thoughts. It's like having a conversation with yourself to figure out what comes next. Without it, many everyday tasks would actually become much harder. Talking to yourself can improve performance. Have you ever encouraged yourself before doing something difficult? Maybe you said, "You've got this. Stay focused. Just one more step." That kind of self-talk can actually improve performance. Studies have found that instructional and motivational self-talk can increase focus, confidence, and accuracy. Athletes use it, performers use it, even students use it before exams. Sometimes the voice that motivates you the most is your own. There's a better way to talk to yourself. Here's something interesting. Researchers discovered that the way you talk to yourself matters. Many people use phrases like, "I can do this," but another technique can sometimes work even better. Instead of speaking in first person, you speak to yourself as if you were talking to a friend. For example, "Alex, you've prepared for this. You can handle this." Using your own name creates a small psychological distance, and that distance often makes stressful situations feel easier to manage. Your inner voice can calm you down. Think about how you comfort a friend when they're anxious. You probably speak calmly, kindly, patiently. Now think about how you talk to yourself. For many people, the difference is huge, but studies suggest that supportive self-talk can help regulate emotions and reduce stress. Your inner voice has the power to make difficult situations feel more manageable, or much worse. Which brings us to an important point. Not all self-talk is helpful. Just because self-talk is normal doesn't mean it's always healthy. Many people have an inner voice that's incredibly harsh. They constantly criticize themselves, replay mistakes, focus on flaws, and expect perfection. Over time, this negative self-talk can affect self-esteem, increase anxiety, and contribute to depression. The words you repeat to yourself matter, especially when you're hearing them every day. The problem with being your own bully. Imagine a friend followed you around all day saying, "You're not good enough. You always mess things up. Everyone is better than you." Most people wouldn't tolerate that for very long. Yet many of us say things like this to ourselves constantly. The strange part is that we often believe being harsh will motivate us, but research suggests the opposite. Excessive self-criticism tends to increase stress and make growth more difficult, not easier. Talk to yourself like someone you care about. You don't need to force positive thinking. You don't need to pretend everything is perfect. But you can learn to speak to yourself with more compassion. Instead of, "I failed." Try, "That didn't go the way I hoped, but I can learn from it." Instead of, "I'm terrible at this." Try, "I'm still improving." Small changes in language can create surprisingly big changes in how you feel. You'll be listening to this voice for life. Think about it. Your inner voice is the one companion that will be with you every day for the rest of your life. It will be there during your successes, your failures, your best moments, and your worst. So the question isn't whether you talk to yourself. Almost everyone does. The real question is, what kind of relationship do you have with that voice? Talking to yourself isn't weird. It isn't a sign that something is wrong with you. In many ways, it's one of the most human things we do. The important part isn't whether you have an inner voice. It's how that voice speaks to you. Because every day you're having a conversation with yourself. And over time, those conversations help shape how you see the world and how you see yourself. So next time you catch yourself talking to yourself, maybe pay attention to what you're saying. Your mind is listening.